95 FM, Nassau, Bahamas. Hi, little lady. And the fear. Maybe I can see one of these for Burns. Like you died, playing breaking sweep and jumping new. I'm rooting for this beauty, sexy female DJ. She's so fine, and I'm listening to the Natural Empress Show. So good to be here with you. Natural God. I can't be that I'm with you. No, that's a fact. I can't wait to live. Everything again. Play sweet music. I respect you much. You see, I'm subscribed. Baby, this is in Spanish. You gotta come read this for me. Treating like it's how you be. Yeah. She's not see what this. What does it down there? I'm trying to find. We gotta find something for Burns. Okay, minor cuts, burns, and scrapes. Right here. Right here. Don't worry about it. I have some right there. Come. Give me your finger. I can't be that I'm with you. Every scratch on.
Oh, this doesn't burn.
Always to me. Every go again.
Looks like poop. No, it looks like the trolls. It looks like the trolls here.
Star 106 hits a pleasant Thursday. Good afternoon to each and all, and welcome to another Featured Thursday. Yes, where we dive into everything that's indigenously 242 as we get ready to celebrate 50 plus one. You know, we usually on a Thursday talk the music industry, but there's so much more to us when it comes to the culture and who we are as Bahamians. And today is no different as we dive into more than just music. We're going for the culture. All right. Got to say big thank you to those that make it possible. Thank you to Collect, the Bear of the Bahamas. Thank you to the Cleveland Clinic. One time for Pinder Tile. Thank you to Solomon's. City of Hope, formerly the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Thank you to KFC and Pinder Tile. All right. Good afternoon to each and all. Good to be in your company as always on a Thursday. And, you know, it gets even more special because our big 5-1 is fast approaching. We're, you know, on the 4th of July. Got to say, of course, happy independence to all the U.S. folks. All right. And all the wannabe Bahamians who think once they cross the TSA line, there's American. Yeah, y'all too. Happy American Independence to y'all as well. 4th of July. All right. Good afternoon to everybody locked and loaded 106.5. Thank you so much on the FM band, channel 976 on cable. And of course to the Facebook faithfuls, we're Star 106 and Natural Empress on Facebook. All right. So with that said, you know, times may be hard. I know after the pandemic, during the pandemic, it was a rough time for many. Life in itself lends itself also to persons feeling down and despondent, down in the doldrums, down in the valley, however you want to look at it. You know, life is life, and it's a little difficult from time to time, and people process it differently. But one thing stands to be true, not only here in the Bahamas, but just generally speaking, and you've heard it over and over again, but it stands to be true when you hear people say laughter is good for the soul. And that is definitely, you know, that's not cliche, it's true. And today's guest is my coworker. It always feels funny when I get on this side of the mic and having these kind of conversations with him, but great guy. And he's definitely one of the Bahamas is, or I'll go out on the limb and say the Bahamas is favorite because why? He's just him, Tamiko Sawyer, aka SawyerBoy. Good afternoon to you, co-waker. What's happening?
Good afternoon and afternoon, friends. Everything good, man? Everything good? I like that little intro, man. I like that little intro. Make me feel good to myself just now.
Man, stop that. I only and notice I have nothing written down. That comes from the heart.
Right,
That's
right,
real.
right.
You know what I mean?
Realness is key.
Exactly. And I think when you talk about being a comedian, realness is key. And what you do when you do comedy is that you give us real life situations.
Yes.
You give us, let's say he's blushing. You give us real life situations. You depict all the things that are behaving. You know, we can definitely identify with everything that you do and everything that you say. But before we get into that, because I mentioned COVID for a reason, I guess I did, which was possibly the most difficult time for Bahamians at large, you know, having to adjust to being told what to do, when to do, can't move as you like, you know, having to reintroduce and get used to persons in your home, because for a lot of people you only see them in passing, you didn't spend much time with them. But for you, it was possibly, as the funny guy, the man that has made us laugh for many years, possibly the hardest time of your life. Let's talk about that for a quick second, because when you talk about a bounce back, bro, you make basketball look good. No,
that's good. Yeah,
funny man laugh. Check it out.
No, but I laugh because I just was thinking about that a lot in last week.
Really?
You know, yeah, I just was thinking about that a lot in the last week, because sometimes you're going with life. So even after the whole COVID, everything was life goes on. So once you done pass a day, that day I don't look back at it. Right. So I don't really think back about it. So, but this week was a little different, because I really is. I meet a lot of people, especially when I've been over the Turks. A lot of people, it's be different when people hit you up and then they say things to you like in your face, to kind of make you think about life, right? Because I believe I was a doctor for true. Because I ain't gonna lie, I be making plenty of people laugh, and every day I go, people that say that. So, like you say, with medicine is key. I mean, laughter is key. Laughter is like medicine.
It is.
And yeah, man. But that was the toughest fight. I ain't never feel nothing like that before in my life. That's the hardest fight I had to fight, and I was losing, and I was getting picked up and body slam on a regular basis. So yeah, that was one of the roughest point, the roughest time of my life. And I know some people ask me, say, how it feel? I say a little. I tell someone, I say a little cough, as simple as me doing like that, right? It feel like somebody like Mike Tyson punched me in my rib every time I do
a little cough.
So it was a time where I had to grab my side and just put plenty pressure on it when I know I get a cough, just to kind of ease the pain just a little bit. So yeah, that was rough, but I got a bounce back, and when I come out and I got that second chance, I never really look back. So even when I doing my workouts and the workouts and stuff, what I doing, it feel like I is a new mind, because I never even do this stuff before. So I never know. I just thank God every day. Like you said, like my side, I'm gonna say God's good all the time. So these things to be in my house from I know myself. So I just follow it.
Is it safe to say that you were at death's door?
Oh yeah, I meet death 3 times. Whilst I was inside, I meet death 3 times, but I thought that was it. Like when I thought that was it, I thought I wasn't, probably when I go sleep now, that's it. And it was really bad. It was really bad at a point where even the people who was inside there with COVID, I had an episode where they was kind of, I wouldn't want to say hype me up, but it got to a point where I was so low that they was trying they were
down trying to bring you up.
Yeah, but they telling me how to breathe. Sawyer, take your time, Sawyer. Breathe, man, take your time, because I got a little frustrated and thing, and I know I got some parts where I kind of carried the noises a little hard. I apologize for that and to them too. But like you say, death was knocking on the door, and I was scared. So I had my episodes inside there, because like I said, I thought that was it. Thought I wasn't coming out. So
How did that make you feel when you thought about the fact that your kids was there depending on you? Was
that's
that motivation?
that was the motivation. I think that's the reason why I came up. My kids and my, immediate family, and then my mommy, and then my sisters and brother, and then like that's the people who I used to talk to. Because I had to cut off my phone. I had to get another phone just because it was a lot of other things going on, and at that point, I didn't need anything else. If it wasn't helping me in no way, and like I say, talking to my kids and having to look at them, and how I am with my kids, and fact that my little girl she was a baby, she was like what, she 8 now, so she
So she
had
was
to be
four.
in, yeah, I was just
Four.
getting started, I was like, man, I can't go. I done raise up the other two. I want to do the same thing for this one, and I just keep on asking the Lord to be with me. I get much closer to God inside that too, and I see what they say, I got much closer to God and my spiritual journey. I was already on something, so that was kind of like the icing on the cake.
Yes. Yeah.
So even though that was COVID and the pain and everything that came from it, I could look back at now and see why I went through the things that I've been through. You know what I mean? I could see the struggle and the test of why I gone through that, and to bounce back out of it like this now and have this mentality what I have now is
Stronger than
amazing.
before.
Yeah, boy. Yeah,
You
boy.
haven't forgotten. A lot of times when people sick or when people are down, they want to make peace with everybody. They want to eat right for the minute. They want to exercise 2 times. How are you able to stay so steadfast to the journey? Because I check you out a couple of times on your status and thing, your jump rope, you're exercising, you're playing basketball, you're doing all the things that you were told to do when you were recuperating.
Right. Yeah, and like I say, I continue that, and I like the COVID thing kind of helped in a way, especially with my physical, the exercising part of it.
Right.
Because but I've been trying to lose that weight long time, and I go inside there for 2 weeks and lose that 35, 40 pounds. And
Easily.
I was like, okay, seeing that at all.
Yeah.
Seeing that at all. I just tried. I just because I saw that, and when I started to put the weight back on to look more healthier, I didn't look like a Jones no more. I
Right.
started to look more healthy. I was like, okay, I like this. I need to
Work it out
keep
now.
this.
Yeah.
So now every time I just be on it, man. And the fact I always say, even with my exercises, when it started hurting, then I say, wait, we could use fighting COVID. So everything what I do now, I'd be like, well, I didn't fight COVID, and that was the hardest thing. Like I said, that was rough.
Have you been in touch with anybody who shared that room with you? Have you seen them? Have y'all created a bond? Are y'all friends? Like what?
Yeah, man. I have a not to say a little click, but like I say, God works in mysterious ways. Because when I get put inside there, I get put next to 3 other people. My bed, and where my bed was, there's someone on the side of me, and across from me was 2 other people. One of them who was on the side of me is a pastor, right? So yeah, he was a pastor, and listen, and like I say, plenty prayers and things was inside there. So the conversations that we had
was different
because the people who I was around was more confident people. They trying to get out, and they kept me in the right state of mind. Yadi was on the next side. Yadi was in the front of me, right next to the person in front of me. So it's me, Pastor, Yadi, because Yadi is a roster from Jamaica. He was in there. Yeah, but so Yadi was there. And he's a barber too. So Yadi was there. And then
the Rasta's a barber.
Rasta's a barber, mate. Rasta's a barber. And your boy who's in the front of me is a Dorian survivor. And shout out my boy Eric, but Eric, and you might know him. Y'all might know him too, because he is the one. He had a rough patch, but because he was in Dorian. I think he lose his arm and his mummy the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, he lose his arm and his mummy, holding his mummy.
Okay.
And something come and fly past him.
That was it.
Stuff like that. And that was the one who really kept me above ground. Because sometimes when he say I was fading out, because you talk to them afterwards, and I can remember sometimes where he say, man, I can just remember him saying, hey, Sawyer, look up. No, look up, bro. Keep it this way, because see when my hair just dropped, and I was like, and you just getting that, because when you ain't getting nothing else, you only in your head, and if you ain't strong mentally, I feel that's what,
kill a lot of people.
I see it. I mean, I can tell you stories about it. I can tell you stories where the person on the side of me is tying they tear up, and then you get this running through, and I watch them tie this, put that in the knot, and he leave that. Then I had to call the nurse when I see it. Now a lot of people say don't snitch, say snitches get stitches. Yeah. But by snitching or not, I call the nurse, and she come over, and I said, "Man, listen, your boy tying the thing," and she gone over there, and she had to go there with him. But yeah, he's still in. He didn't make it long though.
He didn't.
No, after last I wake up in the morning, he was gone. He didn't give up. He didn't for big men, people who are manly men who that's all they've been doing their whole life, and now they're in a position where they can't do anything for themselves. It plays a big toll on a man. Not to say women, but I mean I was only in there with men. Right. So I need to talk from the man side of it, and I just watch these men who are real men
dwindle away.
Yeah, not able to do the things that they want to. I couldn't even get up and walk. As much as I wanted to just stand up and take 2 steps, I couldn't take 2 steps. That was the hardest thing for me to do. So yeah, it was like that. So that was one of them battles. That was one of them battles. I don't really think about it too much, because I don't know. It's going to probably get me in a space where I still want to get in. So,
but you have a story to tell. You are an inspiration to so many people. We're going to take a quick break right there and let you catch yourself. We're going to find out what's happening traffic-wise. We got our Eye in the Sky traffic report, followed by more Free Your Mind right here on the Star.
First, we asked me to look at traffic.
A lot of people forget, Sawyer. It's like, when that happened to you and everybody was watching to see what was going on with you, social media was on fire. People tend to forget. It's been how many years now? 4 years?
4 years.
4 years. So to recollect and to take us on a chronological journey of what happened to you, right? And still be able to be the guy that entertains us, because I want to get into that now as to how the process works, because you now have a lot to be thankful for. I guess that gives you joy all by itself.
Yeah.
But in terms of how you get your content, and then how does the funny man, no pun intended, right? But how does the guy that makes us laugh, and let me use that sounds better, right? Who entertains you? Who makes you laugh? Don't answer now.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's like I used to talk to when I was back on the road back in the days when I was touring. One question I always used to ask the bodyguards. I was like, "Who's gonna bodyguard the bodyguard?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah. Who's Listen, say Sawyer, continue to hold firm. Yeah, man, he ain't got no way.
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah. Terrell was there. So ain't no stopping. Yeah. Go on over there, baby. Sit in the corner.
Boy.
Yeah.
Father's Day gone and thing, but boy, I'll take this opportunity right now because it's men like you, it's fathers like you that keep hope alive, that men will finally get it. No matter the circumstances, they there for their children, boy. Like you're exceptional when it comes to your kids.
Thank you very much. But
exceptional.
That's all I know, Empress.
Yeah, but there's a lot that know it too. They know they father 2, 3, 4, and they don't. Hi, Taylor Rose.
Say hi.
Hi.
Not everybody. That is Sawyer's boss. That's the boss lady. I had to ask her first if I could do this interview. She cleared it. Everything was cool, and she said, "Yeah, man, you straight." And here we are.
Yeah, man.
So the boss
that's why I do like the things that I do on social media. When you see me post, when I do post some things and. Is posting. I mean, I posted because of that's what I want to, but at the same time, I kind of trying to show other fathers something too that we
you could do it.
Have a part we have to play.
Here we go. We go live with it. Star 106 hits. Welcome back. Up close and personal with the one and only SawyerBoy. Of course, like I said, laughter is good for the soul, and he does an exceptional job with keeping the masses entertained. But how does he do it is the question. And how are you able to, because when people see you and they looking for Kalika or they just looking for you to say something funny, how do you deal with the times when you don't feel like telling a joke and people are like, hey, Sawyer, and they're waiting for you to say something or to crack a smile? How do you counteract, the times where you just don't feel like being funny?
Boy, well, that part is hard because that has happened so much.
I'm sure.
It come to a point where I don't know if it's immune is the right word. Like even if because I always usually in a state where people probably wouldn't expect me to be in, but I don't know the position I put myself in where I can't let that go. I can't let the way I feel inside affect the people who I know I reaching out to.
Yes,
you know what I mean? So even though I feel like that, if when the people approach me and things like that, but they would never see it. Because that I ain't gonna lie, that is be my saving grace. Like when I do go and people approach me and tell me the things that they tell me, man, keep on doing what you doing. You don't know how much you helped me and this way you was making me laugh. And when husbands looking at me and they say wife right there, but see your girlfriend, and I was like, bro, I don't know this woman. I don't know. And they only saying it because they know just how much, I in the household. So my thing is I gotta put it all aside and it makes me feel good. So even if I in a state of mind where I down and out, when that happens, it brings me right up. So they get the best of me. Anyway, but it is be hard, but it's a job, Dread.
It's funny you have it double time. I have it just one because we're as radio personalities. We always supposed to because we're entertainers as well, right? We can't come on the radio sounding like how you feel. No. So you have it double time.
Yeah, wait, and I be on and out, and I still sometimes got to turn in the fat Chris because they'll come to me reciting all of the videos word for word. And then regardless of how I feel, like Miss Sawyer, and I still gotta come out and do that. But I don't know. I think that's a plus, man. Yeah, man. I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love doing what I doing, and the fact that it's.
Do you know it's a fact, and you could do your research. I'm sure you have because you're in the field. But I've learned this over the years and meeting. I remember. The first time I met Martin Lawrence play, right? Yeah, man, listen, back in the day, man, I met a lot of people in my time, right?
Right.
But when I met Martin Lawrence, this was in the heights of the Martin show, boy. So, exactly. So when you walk up to him, it's like, Martin! And he looking at you like, straight face.
Yeah.
Straight face. Robin Williams was another one. Right?
Yeah, you meet Robin Williams. When I look up to Robin Williams.
The funny thing about these people, and they will tell you, is that most comedians are the saddest people in life.
Yeah, I've been there in that, and now I've seen it for myself. Well, I fall into that same category, and that's.
You think so?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't say the entire time because I have my supporting crew kind of holding me down, but at the same time it's like it's a lot when people expect so much from you, and especially to the point where they expect you to be happy. I gave them happiness, and like I said, I came from COVID where
you was dying.
After COVID I came out a new man, and it was like, boy, I don't even know who I is right now. I don't know if I should be doing the same things I was doing before. Right. And like I said, it was a process where I was getting to know myself on a different basis and trying to better myself. And like I say, coming closer to God and the spiritual things, like I realized some things I need to stop doing. And so the whole battle, even from then to now, is should I do this? Should I do that? Don't do this, don't do that. But some of the things that I stopped doing is the things what people were enjoying and want. And I just was trying to make balance out of it, and it was difficult. So yeah, it puts you in a place where I used to be sad. I used to be in the depressed mode because there's so much I try to do, man, Empress. so much I trying to do. And it ain't like I have a blueprint out there. It ain't like it was someone who been out there before me doing the things that they doing like on this level. So I could go to them and see how they do it.
Right.
So everything is like trying to figure it out.
You're creating the blueprint.
Yeah. And I can see it. I can see how stressful from just me doing this and this just comedy. I can imagine all the other trailblazers and how difficult it was for them, where they're the ones who set the blueprint, where they can't even see what they're doing now and how it's going to affect other people in the long run, you know. So sometimes you don't know, and sometimes you don't even know the things that you're doing are actually affecting the people the way you're affecting the people until they come out and say it, and you be like, hold on, wait. All y'all feeling that? So now you start to think of it a little different. Like, hold on, I think I carry myself just a little bit too hard. And it's only because other people giving their 1 and 2.
Is there a comedy society as such? Like, you know, I can only think of maybe one other that's in this, and actually in this building on Guardian as well. Naughty. But how many comedians could get off in here no more? And then there's Vocab. Is like all of y'all is linked? Like what's the camaraderie like within the comedy world?
No, I think we got a little. It was much closer. Let's put it like that. If we being honest, a few years ago, boy, the comedy scene was thick. I talking about like 10 of us deep. You know, everybody cool, and you know, like I said, when I was doing, because I started doing comedy Thursdays, so we used to do stand-up comedy from 2017. So a lot of people came through there. Some of the comedians now, like Basil Lemon, like my boy Basil BJ, France, they touched the mic, do stand-up comedy for the first time there. I think Shadford did come stand-up comedy for the first time there. And a couple of others that come through at some points. Get Off used to be there. And I had a lot of people touching it for the first time. So, you know, it was tight, but now it's a little different where everybody on their own journey. You know what I mean? So everybody on their own journey, making things happen. To say we have it tight like that now, I wouldn't say that, but from the comedy standpoint, everybody doing their individual things is definitely moving.
Yeah, but there's strength in unity, right? Just like the music business, you find the artists are coming together, whether they jumping on a rhythm together or they're doing collaborations. How is it with such small numbers that unity or to unify is not the order of the day?
Well, you know how this thing go, Empress. Everything is start off like that, and even in comedy areas, you know, people vibing everywhere you go, regardless of how it is, and as you know, for something like this where you think everyone would be together and making out, just make the funny, just make these people laugh. It's not. It is not. You see plenty of people out here, some of them just working on their own, me being one of them where I used to work by myself a lot. And it's because of certain things. Certain things, you live and you learn. Everybody in the same. So, but it is we still have a tight knit group, and I think that it growing so much more because of social media and TikTok and all that. It opened up people more to be more themselves and show they're funny, especially because they see so many other people was doing it. So I feel like now, but like we have so much funny people and so much comedians right here that I think in the next couple of years it could be amazing. It could be amazing when you could try to pick where you go in the night, like which comedy club should I go to?
Really?
You know what I mean? It can definitely get to that point where, because it could be too much. It could be too much, and that's part of my journey. That's part of my mission too, is to really show people everything what I learned in the last 10 plus years. The last decade where I've been doing this, like to kind of show people how to turn comedy into a career, how to make a living out of it. Because I've been paying my bills since I left the bank off of comedy.
Wait, hold it right there. We're going to take a quick break on that because we're talking about fueling your passion and making your passion into your paycheck. We're going to talk about that in just a second. SawyerBoy, today's guest, right here, free your mind on a Feature Thursday. Stay tuned.
Looking for quality food at affordable prices? Look no further than...
Now you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking.
Oh, yeah.
Toss it right there.
Oh, yeah. I have some things. I have some
I saw you. We were somewhere. Oh, I remember now. We was at a remote. I ain't giving them no plug, but
Right.
we was at a remote where the Commonwealth Bank people was there, right? And they was all your
Co-workers.
and thing.
Yeah.
And I just could imagine, because if you left banking, how long now?
2016. Same year. 1 month before Taylor was born, I resigned.
Okay, we can talk about that. Hold on, I got one more commercial.
Yeah. You know that? You know I leave my job right before you born.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
What she was telling me?
That's one.
Yeah, I had to do more things. I couldn't be sleeping weekend. Yes, I had to do more things. And I had to be more flexible. And I needed time.
This one says, I've talked to another comedian about coming to Texas, but I want him as well. Okay, this my regular from Texas. This my
right.
second Bahamian.
Yeah, Mom, I was getting on Sean Smith.
That's
Listen.
Bahamian, Texas in the building.
Bahamian,
I hope you
Texas.
don't button down your windows. You're on there on free your mind. You see the storm coming that way? All right, here we go.
Today's best music and yesterday's favorite.
Star 106 FM.
Star 106, welcome back. Free your mind on a featured Thursday. SawyerBoy is today's guest, and let me tell you something very, very, very insightful, very motivational. I don't know if you realize that your story and how I gonna depict it, and the questions that I ask and the things that I get out of you, it always motivates people. Now, there's one part of your story that I'd love to highlight, because there are a lot of people right now, possibly even on this feed or listening on radio, however it is, that are stuck. And when I say stuck, you realize that now life and the time that we have left on this earth is getting very, very short by the minute, right? And our journey and our purpose has to be fulfilled in the time that's allotted to each and every one of us, right? So you got to, in other words, make the best of it. It makes no sense going to a building that makes you sick. And when I say that, you get there and you suck your teeth. Sometimes I see people put these memes up on their statuses or wherever, saying, oh Lord, tomorrow's Monday. Oh Lord, it's Wednesday. Where's the weekend? Oh, I feel like I'm dying. This is the look I have on my face when I pull up to the job. And I can't relate to any of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I look at it and I'm like, oh Lord, that's so sad, because at the end of the day, where you spend your most time, which is work, for most people, should be a place that you actually like to be, right?
Right.
Otherwise, you're not fulfilling your purpose, and to me, you're wasting your time, right?
Yeah.
You can't wait to get home. You can't wait to this. You can't wait to that. Now, you are in a place where we would call it a safe place. And when I say safe, it's secure.
Right.
You're getting your check on time. All right. You work for the bank. You know how many parents are telling their children right now, listen, when you come out of school, like they just left school 2 weeks ago, get yourself a good bank job. Get yourself a good hotel job. You know what I mean? Something short. Now, another thing we say is you don't leave sure for unsure. All right? You don't do that. But you left your good, let me put my fingers up, good banking job to say you're doing comedy. Now, you did this as an adult, so I can't even ask you how Mrs. Sawyer, meaning your mother, what she had to say about it, because you was mine by then.
Yeah,
right?
I was mine then.
But what makes it even more interesting is that you had a baby on the way. Like, who does that?
Yeah, I left my good bank job 1 month, right? 1 month before, 1 month after Taylor Rose was born. Because she born June. When I leave in July. I left in July, so I'd already had my resignation.
Anniversary right now then.
Yeah. I had my resignation letter in my car for about 2 months. About 2 months. Every time I pull up in the parking lot, I was contemplating if this is the day when I turn that in. Because, you know, when you get to a point, I get to a point where it didn't feel right anymore. you know. And then I was doing this on the side where I was doing the videos, and you know, things just started to happen, man. People started calling, and opportunities started coming, and then I had to say no to a lot of things. I had to say no to a lot of things because I didn't have that time.
You working, yeah. You're on the
Yeah, I'm
man job.
working. So I just made up my mind, and I told my boss, shout out Miss Bean. I told him, my manager, I leave in the bank to go into welding, right? Because you know I do welding too, but I haven't welded a day since I left the bank because
Wow.
everything just
What's
happened. The opportunities that start coming, and now I to a point I doing something that I never thought I would have been doing in my life because I do not talk in front of people. That is not my thing. I am not that outgoing one. I am an introvert. I am. If I know you, then I know you. You know, we talk. I talk fool. But if I know you, even up to the day, people see me and ask, "Why you all the way in the back here? Why you so quiet?" That's me. This how I am. So I leave that man because, and now I want to try. I got to try find a way to, like you say, I want to show kids and think how to make a living out of this because it's the time we are now. And it's different now. Remember you saying like parents used to tell you go get that good job.
Yeah, get a good job. Yeah.
Now it's so different, Empress, because I have parents coming to me and telling me say that their kids want to be a comedian, and their parents ain't even mad at it.
Now
And
that's
that,
true.
and that was different because, and I think they are mad because they looking at me. You know, they looking at me and they seeing, I guess, whatever they see I doing, it look like it working.
Working, yeah.
It working. I mean, I ain't it working because that's what I been doing from I leave the bank. I paid all of my bills from comedy to a point where I owe nobody. And this is the first time in my life, and all them good job what I had.
You ain't owe nobody.
I owe everybody. And now it's to a point where
that's it.
I get to control, and you know, I've been on this journey where I kind of been figuring it out, and then like I say, I have a blueprint what I ready to show other people as well, because it is so much more opportunities out here to make money, and I believe like Bahamian people are the funniest people in the world. Because you could go into any conversation where it's 3 or more people, and you don't have to say nothing. I'm sure you could be laughing your head off, regardless of what it is that they're talking about. Yes. The way we tell stories, because we are storytellers, and I trying to show people like, wait, this is the same thing what you're doing right now. It's just a matter of molding it into a way where it actually makes sense. You know what I mean? So that's something that I am looking forward doing as well.
That's bigger you because in other sectors, namely the music business, that's a complaint for many people that the trailblazers don't want to pass the baton. Like government workers, you know what I mean? They want to sit there forever with all the info and not share it. So that's commendable. We respect you for that.
Yeah, man. Definitely. That's my mission. My mission is to help Egypt. Help. My mission is to help. That's my feel like my purpose is. My purpose is to help. And I know I help a lot of people from comedy. That's why I love it so much. And that's why I don't see myself ever stopping. Because once I open my mouth, people just feel good about it.
Now, speaking of which, just like asking a parent about their favorite child, or asking a musician or an artist what their favorite song is so unfair because you never ask somebody who their favorite child is. Every child is different, hopefully, right? But what's your favorite piece? Like your favorite SawyerBoy skit or joke?
Favorite? Oh boy, I know. Boy, to say if I have a favorite is hard because it's so much part of the comedy that I do where I do the skits, and then I started to do the stand-up comedy where that is something completely different because that ain't no editor that's talking in front of the people and making the people laugh. Now I know when it comes to stand-up comedy, I get some jokes. I have a few jokes. Like I have a WhatsApp joke. I have a joke about WhatsApp where I know I like that one because it's shock. The ending is so shocking, and the laughter that happens when people hear that and they see where I take it and where I go over it. It is I love that. Now when it comes to the videos, I don't know. It's something about me doing the characters that really have an effect on people, and I like it because like I say, when I get into Kalika and Fat Chris, for some reason, if I get to pick two, Kalika and Fat Chris, I think is the funniest things that I do.
Okay.
That's what I feel when it comes to video skits. Like once I get into them characters, for some reason, I don't know if it's just because it's funny or because it's so relatable.
Yes.
That people like they just love it. But I have a Jehovah Witness video that I think I still one of my best videos that really put me on the map.
For true?
When Jehovah Witness come knocking at your door and I had to play the characters. Yeah, I have one video, and I do that in 2016 or 15, and I have right now, I think that has probably a million viewers on Facebook, and the shares, I can't remember the shares. I have people commenting from Africa and Australia. I had Jehovah Witness, them talking from all around the world, commenting on there, and he's talking personal, and they's telling me like, hey, this is so true. And they gave me their side of the story and so I asked them, I say, how do you all feel with it? They say, look, we go through that every day. We know which houses the people is carry on a certain way. When we do come to the corners, they know which houses they avoid. If it's, they ain't going to every house where, some people just acting the fool. So they have it when they book it, they put it in their WhatsApp group. Hey, house number 77. Yeah, don't go there. She can't on about it again. Don't just do not go inside the yard. She sent the dog after us last week Saturday. And
they Stephen called, okay.
Yes, they stood up, and I didn't know they had a system like that.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
So they have a system like that where every house they ain't going to, especially if they've been there before, and people carry on a certain type of way. And they say they already know how it is. They get their laugh off it the same way we get our laughs off it. So they be like, we know you inside the house, though. But every day.
Now, there's one that I'm hearing people talk about more recently that everybody talking about is the one about the rat. You know what people call me? And tell me
really?
Yes.
Man, listen, I post a video and I look at the video, must see when I was in Turks and Caicos, and I saw the numbers on it on TikTok, and I was like, what?
Yeah, boy.
Because I wasn't expecting it like that. Because, and man, it's true, man, Empress. I don't know where you live, but I live through a corner way. Our rats so bad. Our rats run the dogs from through our corner.
Never, boy.
Run the dogs from through our corner. And I ain't lie, it's a real story. He had a rat around. I ain't lie, he been here so long, and I know it's the same rat because this one rat have a gray patch on his back, like a big gray patch on his back.
You being for real or you being for real?
No, I am being for real. I used to call him Pachi because he been around for a long time. I just watch him start getting growing and growing and growing. And it was for 2-3 months I used to see this rat almost every day.
Everybody laughing, so you ain't being for real, man.
I am serious, but I tell you, if I show you my garbage right now, I had to do the things what I had to do just so rats could stop frequenting, because there's just in the whole area. Everywhere I go.
Where Pachi is now?
Pachi dead. I know he dead, but I get rid of him. But I set up on trap inside the garbage bin.
Oh, okay.
I catch a couple of them well, and you just start feeding them. But one rat was renting out my Airbnb, renting out my hut for Airbnb. To wake up, man. As soon as I start up the car, then they start jumping out, sucking their teeth. And I was like, bro, I can see y'all jumping in my car as soon as I park. I see the rat run to the car and just run up underneath. I was like, what is going on? Y'all supposed to wait until it get dark. Ain't no dark. They run past you. Me and my friends up in a conversation in the yard. The rat run past us. It's broad daylight.
Yeah,
they just run straight through.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me, we going right here to the garbage. Going to the garbage.
Don't pay us no mind. We straight.
Yeah. Don't watch nothing. I see it. I tell you, I catch the rat telling the next rat they can't rent out the Airbnb because somebody already inside it. And I know they're renting out my hut for Airbnb because why chicken and ketchup and condoms inside my hut? Ain't no way. I saw all kind of chicken bone, they get ketchup and all kind of things. I was like, man, y'all doing more things inside my car than I doing in my car.
Oh, man. Sawyer, we're out of time, man. It was a pleasure. Continue bringing smiles to the faces of Bahamians and people worldwide. Like you say, you are beyond the Bahamas. And, we thank you for the laughter because, again, laughter is great for the soul.
Oh, yeah,
and I know you get a lot of it from us, meaning your stories, the things that you depict is real Bahamian life.
Yeah.
So we're looking out for the next one, whatever the
plenty,
next is.
plenty more coming, and hopefully Jamaica is all right because again Jamaica July 30th to do some comedy. So
Are you?
that is
Yeah.
gonna be quite interesting.
How did that
Quite.
come about?
Hey, connections. I know that. You know what I come about. You remember that? You remember that Jamaican comedy show what you all did?
The one I did?
I think you had to be a part of that. I think you was
Which
a part
one?
of that by St. John's, not by St. John's. Jane Street or
Yes,
something
that was
like that.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was Chris Johnny Daly part of that?
Yes, Johnny was here.
And that was it. That was
the
it,
one-
Empress.
The one who did Pinedo.
Yeah.
He was here.
But Johnny got his own comedy show, comedy
Yeah.
club down there, and me and him got tight from there. And
I love it.
we linked up and we got close with each other through lying and just the fact that we doing the same thing. And now, yeah, but again,
Listen,
Chris,
I've been to Johnny's comedy club. I could tell you exactly where it is. Yes, I've been to his comedy club a couple times. You are going to love it.
I go in there.
Absolutely. Top class.
Yeah, I see it. So that's where I'll
Top
be.
class.
That's where I'll be the end of the month. Hopefully, I mean, after whatever happened in Jamaica, yes, last night. Hopefully, it's still on.
Good. Kingston is in a matter of 7 days. They're up and running.
All right then. Well, I'll be there the end of the month.
I am so you hiding from me, man. Why you tell me that?
Well, you know, some days I like to just do. You know, I ain't one of them said who is tell everything or post everything what they do just because they do it online.
Yeah,
so everyone can know.
I feel you. But
I like
I'm
this
happy to have been a part of that connection. I love it.
I forget to
Love
tell you
it.
that too, Dred.
I love it.
Yeah.
SawyerBoy, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Y'all know to follow him on social media. Of course, he's here with the fix. Give them all.
Yeah, man. Hey, SawyerBoy TV on everything: Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook. You can catch me on Star 106 right where you are every Monday to Friday from 10 to 1 p.m. And we see my baby on it. Wait, subscribe to SawyerBoy.
I love it.
Thank you, baby.
I love it. Oh man, Sawyer and Taylor Rose, thank you so much, folks. Y'all know what to do. Top of the hour, 5 o'clock. Your drive at 5 comes your way right here on the Star. Boy, Sawyer, she is. Oh my God.
Yeah, miss her the B, baby.
My
she
God,
on it, baby.
so sweet.
Yeah, she on it. Yeah, man. Me and John, me and my boy, me and Chris get cool every time when he come. He just been over here the other day on my cruise. He passed through and he sailed me up. I been to check him and his wife or him, his girl. They passed through. His wife, yeah. They been hailing him up and everything, man.
Yeah.
So
listen, his club on Hope Road is top class. Like it is nice.
I look at the little clips and things. So
it's nice. It's nice. I had a good time with.
Yeah. So
I had a good time because he like literally 5 minutes from where I stay. My family. Like if I really wanted to, I could have walked there.
Really?
Yeah, man. He right around the corner.
All right, well, that's where I could be. That's where I could be.
I love it. Oh my God, I wish it was the same time I was going, but again before you.
All right.
I wish
and that's my first time in Jamaica. So I trying to see now how I should do this. If I should stay a little longer or come right back. But I think I gotta come right back for some work.
Yeah. Oh my God, I wish I could be there. I wish I could be there. But that's a good look. That's good news, boy.
Yeah, that's just the beginning, man. Because I really trying to touch the Caribbean. Man.
Yeah.
Because everybody else doing their thing. I need someone from the Bahamas who actually.
Yeah, for real. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Wow! I can't wait to hear how that went.
Yeah. So no, don't worry. I recording everything. I got a whole vlog and the whole experience. Just really want to feel it out because then I know it could be a little different. So feel it out.
I just wish I could. Oh man.
Well. Yeah. But then you can have with it.
All right, darling.
All right.
See you at work. See you later.
All right. See you later. All right.
Okay. Bye, everyone.